They
Fine,
kicked
Tom.
200.
Go, we're on.
Buckley's is the best. B for Buckley's. It's the Reserves Grand Final at the Geelong and District Football League season of 2016. North Geelong taking on Inverleigh, and they're contesting the Buckley's Cup for season 2016. Joining me, Brian Coughlin. Graham Rawlins with you in this afternoon. Brian, your tip in this game?
Yes, Graham. Well, I think Inverleigh for me, you know, it's a great day out here at the Gordon Tape Oval St Albans. But yes, I'll go for Inverleigh.
I think I'm the same. Finished second on the ladder with 15 wins and 3 losses. Here's the bounce of the ball. The big men fly for the Sharon. Up they go. John Neitler up there. The ball to ground. North Geelong in and grasping it and taking the ground. Typical opening clash. The ball is taken to ground within seconds of the first bounce up. Inverleigh look a bigger side on the ground, but fleet of foot is North Geelong. Eichler up again, once again taking the tap from, but well read by Tournier, but he's clasped and grabbed by 2 North Geelong defenders. He ain't going nowhere. A very tense opening to the Reserve Grade Cup Grand Final. Buckley's up the ball goes for the third time at about 15 seconds. Clinton Tournier once again is grasped as he tried to attempt to break away from the ball, and we'll have another bounce up. Three bounces in 30 seconds.
Stacks on the mill each time, Graham.
Can Eichler get the ball away this time? Again he gets the knockout, but Clinton Tournier for the third time. That time he got boot the ball. The ball being rushed away to ground once again. Inverleigh diving on the ball, but again it's North Geelong midfielders claiming that ball in particular and closing up play. This is going to be maybe a scene of the day. With Scott McKnight doing a lot of work around the centre. Ball breaking clear that time. North Geelong bowling into attack and running towards the boundary line. It was Dylan Morton on that occasion taking the ball over, and it'll be thrown in right in front of the St Albans club rooms here at the wonderful Gordon Tafe Reserve. It was taken
out in the full.
Out in the full, came off the knee.
Off his boot.
Inverleigh into attack, kick it long, they're calling. He kicks it long down towards the centre half. Back position, running towards the ball is Mitch Waugh. He taps the ball along in front of him, continually looking to get the right bounce. Not able to do so. Scraps and balls on the jumper as far as North Geelong concerned. They finally get clear. This time it's Lansbury Lowe making the break, playing the ball towards the outer side of the ground. Dylan Fisher in control, running towards the boundary line, and he does keep the ball inside, plays it back towards the centre, and no, didn't play the mark. Inverleigh defence tight as it plays back towards the centre. Miller taking the ball this time across towards Kyle Gillett, one of the Gillett boys in the team. It's scrambly football with neither side being able to break clear at this stage. North Geelong making the move to the true centre half forward position and coming out very boldly. Toby Ryan takes the handball across to Andrew Ferguson. Fergie drives towards goal. It's been called by the umpire, Andrew Ferguson, the star cricketer for North Geelong, but also playing opens the account 1 point. Quick kick out into the back pocket, playing this inner side wing towards the club side boundary over that time for a throw in. We won't call it at this stage off the knee, Cogsy. That one was a definite throw in. Yes. The big boys fly for Adams Pie. Please remember those days. The ball is in. Big pack forming. The 2 ruckmen go. Isla really starting to dominate early. This time it's Inverleigh scoring to the ball. The ball breaking towards the boundary line with Lansbury Lowe. Oh, he's tough, he's hard, he's worked his way, boy. Well done, Josh. Looking for a handball inside. Takes it there, going back towards Dylan Morton. Morton playing it back towards the centre. And again, Mitch Waugh. They've been key players across the centre line so far. And back to Grant Armistead. Famous name at North Geelong. Armistead playing it a bit high across the boot. Oh, maybe in the back, but pushed out towards the boundary line. No, the umpire is signalling a free kick to Inverleigh. It was a little bit high. Now Inverleigh taking the free kick on the half-back flank. Neither side at this stage trying to really establish any presence on the ground, really trying to settle and claim establish their patterns of play. And it's both sides have played either side of the ground and down the middle. And I think that they will tend to play around that outer side of the ground, Cogsy. Yeah,
Alex Cation's doing well back there. He's just taking a mark then, and he's related to the great Richard Grubby Cations.
And the big men fly, but not taken to ground. Ball back on the half-back line for Inverleigh, or attempt to clear the ball out there from North Geelong. But again, they're playing it very, very close, Inverleigh, and doing it well. Their back line was very defensive throughout the home and away season, and they're playing it very defensive again today. As the ball, again, scrambly football at this particular stage in the Buckley's Reserve Grade Cup, with North Geelong being able to score the first point on the board, and Inverleigh yet to open their account. Scrambly play on that outer half-forward flank. A big high score. Yes, Inverleigh again getting a high call across that half-back line. Now they come into the centre where it's Jake Alford taking the ball. And Jake will look to play the ball. Now he's playing it across this outer side. Maybe looking for Jamie Spiller to do the work, but Spiller not able to contain. Now comes back toward, beautiful spin out of by Fraser Brumby. Brumby taking clear, looks for a handball, not able to do so. North Geelong, Aaron Breecroft played it hard and fast. Out again towards that outer side, defensive wing on the at the St Albans ground. Inverleigh back into attack, calling for the ball, and taking the mark is Jamie Spiller. He's played 18 games for the reserve so far this year. Spiller kicks it long, looking for the big man, Michael Allen, but he's not to be seen because it's the number 1, Daniel Andrews, for not the Premier of Victoria, but number 1 for North Geelong. Plays it well across to Lansbury. He's got a hyphen name, this bloke.
Lansbury Low, yes.
Lansbury Low, double L. We'll call him double L for the day. He's playing it very hard. It plays it across again to that outer side. Timmy McDonald doing the job across atop a good handball to Dylan Morton. Morton kicking long towards goal. And another North Geelong mark. This time
Toby Ryan,
I think you're right, Cogsy.
Yeah, good lead from Toby Ryan.
Now he's going to kick from, just inside 50. Interestingly, they're not scrambling back in the goal square. They're playing one-on-one across that back line in Inverleigh, which is a good sign. Toby Ryan lining up. Kicks long, high, across the face of goal and to the near side point post. Another point to the North Geelong Magpies. The Buckley's Reserve Grade Cup, 2 points, 2 behind North Geelong, North Geelong Inverleigh yet to score. And we're playing this quarter for the Inverleigh Hotel out there on the Hamilton Highway. Great spot to be on a Sunday for Mother's Day lunch and Father's Day every day of the year. Inverleigh coming into attack, but North Geelong in front across the back line. Didn't get the favourable bounce. Dylan Morton playing across the top back this time to Armistead. Armistead looking for Ferguson down in that forward pocket, not able to find him. Good tight defence from North Inverleigh as they're raffling the ball across that back pocket. Now coming, settling the ball down, coming on the outer flank. They're playing good, they're matching up well in the back line, Inverleigh, which is good to see. Long kick towards the centre. Man in front is going to be Scott McKnight, the captain of North Geelong. He breaks away, plays it back to in the centre, coming down to centre half forward. The big man will fly and fails to capitalise Shannon Benson, and good defence again from Inverleigh. They're playing it well, and this time it's the big number 8 for Inverleigh in Mitchell Lister. Plays it to centre half forward. Willie outside the battle of bodies. A desperate dive on the ball from Fraser Brumby. The ball taken out. Daniel Andrews breaking clear across the back line. Directs it out towards Jordan Hargraves. And Hargraves back along the outside of wing. 44 for Inverleigh is Jack Sellers, and he plays it forward. Andrew Ferguson on the drive. Well, he doesn't take a bounce. I thought he might have. Takes the lead, looks for it in the forward pocket. Toby Ryan swinging around onto the left boot, looks for a short pass inside, finds North Geelong in
Shannon Benson,
and he puts it wide, out of bounds on the full. So that's 3 meaningful shots at goal from North Geelong Magpies. They're 2 behinds to 0 at this stage. Inverleigh haven't really had a scoring opportunity down at the southern or Buckley's end of this Gordon TAFE Oval. The northern end is the school end to which the North Geelong Magpies are kicking in this first quarter, sponsored by Inverleigh Hotel.
Yeah, Grant Armstead and Mitch Ward doing well for the Magpies at the moment.
Inverleigh using their interchange bench already. Rob McHenry's been coming on. Mitchell Lister's another one that's come on. Fresh players. They're a big team, and they're working the ball well. Coming off the half-back line. The dash is through the centre. No collared by North Geelong this time. And Ashley Jose kicks the ball back in towards the attacking scene. Andrew Ferguson swooping on the ball. Fergie, another shot for goal. He's downed or he took a dive, one or the other, but another point off the boot of Andrew Ferguson. He's kicked 2 of the 3 behind scored by North Geelong. Inverleigh have not yet been able to score. It's a westerly breeze blowing straight across the ground here at St Albans, so there's no favouritism as far as that north or south end goal is concerned. Inverleigh coming out of attack, they're doing it well in defence, and yet they're falling down across that centre half back line. North Geelong are being very, very strong. The ball now taken by Ryan Scott, their captain, drives it back in towards the foot, and the call has been made by the umpire. That's about 4 free kicks Inverleigh have picked out across that half-back line.
Yeah, umpire Dean Perello in control.
Senior leading constable Dean Perello in control, no doubt. Half-back line, Inverleigh in attack. Michael Allen, their full forward, is on the 50-metre line. There's the hanging the full back from North Geelong in Kylie Ricketts are the only 2 players inside 50 for Inverleigh as the ball drifts towards the boundary line on the outer side along the St Albans Road. No, that's Boundary Road. Boundary Road is on the eastern side of St Albans Reserve. St Albans Road on the western side. Ball thrown in. The big men fly. No contest coming out of the pack. North Geelong break for the ball, not able to get it clear of the ball at the pack again, and it's stacks on the mill, and the umpire will say no. He's calling play on. He's giving the most of any opportunity. But umpire Dean Perello moves in. He'll take the ball. He'll take a bounce. They're starting to get a little frustrated with all of these pushes and shoves taking place. He throws the ball up, takes their concentration away from what they were more than Clintonia. We're looking to get the ball out for Inverleigh. Does so. Driven down forward. Here's Michael Allen running towards the ball. The barrel misses the ball. A big punch from North Geelong in defence, and it's 3 North Geelong players coming across that half-back line, directing it towards the centre-half forward position where Dylan Fisher takes a good mark. Fisher plays on out towards that half-forward line, coming across towards the centre now, and it's once again Andrew Ferguson. Fergie's playing a good game so far, driving it forward. Oh, big man from behind. And Mitchell Lister not able to take the mark. This time it's again McHenry, their captain, to Scott McKnight, trying to do as much as he can in leading his team out on the ground. Inverleigh using the interchange bench well. Another ball up. I think we've had more ball ups and kicks so far in this first quarter of the Buckley's Reserve Grade Cup. The big men fly. It's against you. Number 8 from Inverleigh, which is Mitchell Lister, putting a foot out whilst in the rucking contest. And it's going to go back to his counterpart. Driven down to the forward pocket, Toby Ryan. He's been a busy little player. Ferguson and Ryan have been busy up around the North Geelong forward line already in this first quarter. He kicks deep in towards the goal. It's going. It's gone. 1 major on the board. Beautiful kick from Toby Ryan. And the first major for North Geelong. They've been in attack consistently in this first quarter of the Buckley's Reserve Grade Cup final. They deserve to break the ice, as they've been very persistent, particularly from that outer flank pocket, and they now register their first major. 1-3-9 to Inverleigh yet to score. Good goal from Toby Ryan at the 12-minute mark.
Yes, Graham, yeah, I think, and great drive there from the back line from Grant Armstead. He's playing a great game there in defence. Back in the centre.
Back in the centre, the big boys fly yet again. Eichler taking the ball, but this time it's south. They're getting the ball out of the centre. Inverleigh, but falling down across this half-forward line. Daniel Andrews taking the ball, working it hard across to his teammates. Mitchell Waugh takes the ball, drives it down to his equivalent half-forward line, but it's Inverleigh in attack, with Brackney bringing the ball out wide yet once again with the run for the ball in Jake Elford. He's played all his games in the reserve so far this season and plays it forward inside 50, the ball on the ground. North Geelong calling for the free kick, not on. Oh, he has called it. He's pinged the Inverleigh player. A bit cruel there, umpire. Bit cruel, but he's the man with the whistle. North Geelong will take the ball in that back pocket. The one forward thrust that Inverleigh have had so far in this first quarter. Out towards that outer flank on the wing, and big boys went up, but Inverleigh taking the run, looking for the ball. Ferguson pushing hard in defence. He's played, him and Toby Ryan have certainly mastered that area between the premiership flags flying on the eastern side of the ground and the goals on that side. The ball coming back in, a young boundary umpire, young lady, throws it in. Not able to get full flight up in the air and forced back towards the boundary line yet once again.
Yeah, I think a lot of the play will be over that side of the ground in this game today, Graham.
Which makes it a little more difficult for us being able to watch it. But the ball now in, a little bit flatter in its trajectory, not really giving it air. Pushes it back towards the boundary line yet again for another throw in. They're settling in their games. North Geelong has certainly made the early break with good matchups. Inverleigh are playing man for man in defence, but North Geelong have mastered the centre and half back lines, driving the ball forward consistently, and that's the reason they're currently 1-3-9 to Inverleigh's no score. Approaching the 15-minute mark of this first quarter of the Buckley's Reserve Grade Grand Final for season 2016. Let's give it some air, young lady, as the ball is thrown in high. That time a good thread, and the ball broken away from the top. Inverleigh taking advantage, but again North Geelong in that defence across that half back line. Excellent ball, but just over the top of Ashley Yose, and it'll be Inverleigh taking it out towards the boundary line. And this time it's Jackie Sellers, I think, taking the ball down towards again that forward pocket, just near the 50-metre mark of the Inverleigh forward line. Michael Allen walking back towards the full forward square. Kyle Ricketts has got the job on the goal kicker from who kicked 49 goals so far this year for Inverleigh, and leading goal kicker in the competition for the GDFL reserves. Again, the ball scrambling. The North Geelong looking to get the ball out. A flicker kick. Here they go. Inverleigh into attack for the first time. The closest they've got for goal. Michael Allen setting himself. Nearly got the big pits on it. Clinton Tortier breaking through the pack, unable to get hold of the ball. Scrambling play coming out. Skick. Oh, nearly got a kick around, but a good defence. Scott McKnight takes the handball out for North Geelong. A good clearance and a good game. Andrew Ferguson running towards the ball, but it's Inverleigh breaking back into attack with Heath Hutchison. And Hutchison up towards the centre forward position. The big men fly. A good fly from North Geelong, but not adequate enough to hold the ball. The ball's on the ground. Inverleigh take possession. Britton Gillett handballs it out. Coming forward to Inverleigh. And a good mark taken by Alford. Down towards the forward line, inside 50, not able to gain possession. Good work by inside. This time it's Robert McHenry. Rob McHenry pushes it forward. Good solid mark in defence. North Geelong Magpies, well done. Out towards the half-back line here, but a misdirected kick. Again, Rob McHenry will take charge. Rob looking, Michael Allen's calling for the ball. Will the big man take it? He's in front, not able to grab. Again, North Geelong clearing well. This time through the auspices of Maladi. He kicks long and hard into the forward line. Good mark, North Geelong. Look at that, 3-on-1. And North Geelong, Shannon Benson kicks it towards that forward pocket. Not able to break clear. Benson following up on his good work. Kicks it forward. Handball out in the open. Inverleigh heading towards the ball. Clinton, number 1 there, Brent Ling, their football director on the ground playing for Inverleigh today. Gets a good handball and pass across. Inverleigh now more meaningful in their possession with Brenton Gillett. Kicking long towards Bradley Price. Bradley Price working hard against the North Geelong opposition, dives on the ball, looking for the ball again. Outside there's Sam Haygarth. Sam looks to kick the ball away, but not able to do so. North Geelong defence remains firm and hard. Andrew Ferguson creeping down across the half-forward line. Does it a nice little chip pass across to number 14 for North Geelong in Joshua Lansbury Lowe. He kicks it long towards the half-forward line. And this time again it's Shannon Benson working hard, coming through. Number 18, Dylan Fisher.
I think he's missed.
He's drifted away to the right, and that's the effect of that that breeze coming across the western face of the goal. Another point, 1-4-10. North Geelong. Inverleigh yet to score. Only had one real scoring chance. No shot at goal. The ball down across the half-forward line for North Geelong. They're in control yet once again. Spinning out of control. Scott McKnight gets hold of the ball, the captain, and handballs it away. Jordan Knightley was in there helping him as well. Some experienced players in the North Geelong lineup. They've got at least 9 of their players, North Geelong, have played the full season of games with the reserves. but they've also got some senior players who qualified to play with reserves, so they're going to come into today's game nice and strong, and they're already showing that with another ball up taking place, and by Pirello says the ball is mine, gentlemen, let's clear the ruck, let's get some open space, let's get some play on football. They run across the face of the ball, no player being able to take true control. Inverleigh break away at least, but North Geelong one-on-one running towards the ball now is Inverleigh's Rob McHenry. He's playing well so far. McHenry tries to break clear, not able to do so. North Geelong saying it's mine, it's mine. Now we've seen Daniel Gibbons. He's kicked the ball around his body. Thank you very much, says Daniel Andrews, the Premier of Victoria. He's got one on the board.
Yep.
We give that to Andrews?
Dan Andrews, I think it was.
Dan Andrews takes the goal. Thank you very much to Premier Dan. That was a good goal. He worked hard for the ball, and this is the pattern that North Geelong are seeming to set, Brian. They're being determined, hard at the ball, and showing the results.
Yeah, they are at the moment, Graham. They've actually dominating the contested possessions around the centre of the ground, and every time Inverleigh have gone into attack, it's sort of been rebounded. They're very strong in defence at the moment, North Geelong.
And yes, and the North Geelong defence and Inverleigh defence were primarily balanced against each other throughout the year. So at this stage, maybe the experience of some of those senior players coming back for North Geelong. A ball up yet again in the centre. The big men fly. This time it's a pretty even knockout. North Geelong winning the ball from the centre through the auspices of Dylan Miller. Dylan Morton working hard on the ball. He breaks it away clear again, driving down towards that pocket. Who's he got over the top? Was looking for Andrew Ferguson, but it's young Dylan Fisher working hard again to work that ball forward. The pack is forming. Inverleigh kicked the ball forward, but snapped up by Timmy McDonald and kicked out of bounds on the full. And Inverleigh in defence will take a kick with 21-minute mark just ticked over. So we're into time on. A big man fly from the back, but Inverleigh through Jackie Elford will run the ball forward down the half-forward line. Can they score in this first quarter, or are they going to remain scoreless out of bounds on the eastern side of the Gordon Tafe Oval St Albans Reserve in the Buckley's B-Grade Cup? Inverleigh Hotel bringing in this first quarter as we come to an end. The siren is imminent at the 21.5-minute mark. Timekeeper Brian Coughlin extraordinaire showing us the time. Driven forward again by Andrew Ferguson. He's been, certainly him and Toby Ryan have been the ball getters for North Geelong in this first quarter. A scrambling play again, 3-on-2. Inverleigh unable to break away. He's calling a ball. He's called another free kick in favour of North Geelong for dropping the ball. And North Geelong, they're going into attack. Scott McKnight there. Oh, it's stolen from McKnight. Well played by Inverleigh. Brilliant. Mike Allen. He nearly went the second grab. Can they kick a score? 30. He's gone.
On the ball.
He has gone for all money. Was Bradley Price. Good tackle from, look out, Michael, you might give away for, he nearly stomped his foot on the ball.
You wouldn't want to Mick Allen foot.
That's a lot.
Size 15 boots, Graham.
North Geelong, well balanced. Andrew Ferguson, best man on the ground in this first quarter. Fergie, opening bat for North Geelong. He's opened this quarter very well for his Magpies. Scott McKnight looking the North Geelong captain leading by example, but Inverleigh breaking clear, lead driving back into attack. Well punched and cleared away by the fullback Kyle Ricketts. And again, the North Geelong Andrew Ferguson. Once again, the kick machine. A big man fly. Down he goes. He's going to give him a free kick. And that was Timmy McDonald. Timmy McDonald plays it forward across the half-forward line. Josh Lansbury low. He's been in hard at the ball. Slips at the vital moment. The ball not able to be cleanly taken by any North Geelong or Inverleigh players. In another pull-up. The umpire says, gentlemen, I'll take it 2-on-2. The ball is high. 2-4-16 plays 0. North Geelong way in this first quarter. The ball taken by Andrew Ferguson yet once again. Guides it back into centre. Toby, he went over his head. And Grant Almstad, I thought that one's mine anyway, but good work. Toby Ryan taking the mark, brings it out to Scott McKnight. McKnight breaks clear of his Inverleigh opponent. Kick shot! And not able to be taken cleanly on the pass for Kane Schwennerson, who is the leading goal kicker for North Geelong. And but McKnight following through, has the ball, taken to ground. Ball falls away loose. Again, North Geelong trying to get that ball clear of their Inverleigh defence, who's very, very frenetic in there at defence of the ball, tapping it forward, running it around that outer goal. But this time it's McDonald kicking the ball back in, tapping the ball away in the middle. Lansbury low, he'll kick it wide. Can North Geelong score? Oh, it's Schwennerson. One-on-one, not able to take the mark cleanly. Inverleigh in defence. On the ground, they're calling for holding the ball, but the umpire said, that's mine, gentlemen. 24.5-minute mark, first quarter. Extra time on in this quarter, that's for sure. Clear of the pack, not being able to take. The pack gathers yet once again. Looking for the ball out of the pack comes Braden Cotter. And Braden has put the ball over on the full, out of bounds. Inverleigh bringing the ball back in these closing seconds of the first quarter of the Buckley's Reserve Grade Cup for 2016. North Geelong take advantage of a slip. He's there and a two. None other than, you guessed it, Andrew Ferguson. He's taken it back to, who do you believe? Toby Ryan, who swings it around his body and kicked it. He's kicked it out of bounds. Now, Fergie should have stopped and kicked.
He probably should have, Graham, yes.
But anyway, they're the two key players that have shown out so far in the North Geelong attack in this first quarter here at the St Albans ground. Inverleigh take the defence away. Good defence coming into Jake Elford. Elford handballs across the top looking, but North Geelong break again. Scott McKnight. Scott kicks long and hard towards the goal, and Kane Ferguson. Is it? Schwenno. It was Kane Schwennerson, number 3.
Yep.
He took the ball on the chest, swung around, let the right foot do the talking as he swung around, and yet another goal to Kane Schwennerson and the North Geelong scoreboard. At the 25, nearing 26-minute mark of this first quarter of the Buckley's Reserve Grade Cup for season 2016. North Geelong 3-4-22, leading Inverleigh, who have failed to score. In fact, the ball has probably only been in Inverleigh's 50 for about 3 times in this first quarter of season 2016 Grand Final reserves.
Yeah, certainly Andrew Ferguson asserting his authority on this game so far. He's been magnificent for the North Geelong Magpies.
Ball up, out of the centre comes North Geelong looking for another clearance. Again, Ryan, Scott McKnight doing a great captain's job, but it's Inverleigh coming away with Kyle Gillett driving forward, bringing it across the wing. 2 North Geelong players bring each other undone. Inverleigh breaking clear with Mitchell Lister taking the ball in towards the forward line, and it's good break up with Harry Lamond. Now, this is the first deliberate shot we've seen. Harry Lamond drifting the ball in towards goal, and Michael Allen. He put the left hip out, gave Gillett a bit of a bump, and said thank you as the ball fell back into his arms. The first deliberate shot at goal for Inverleigh at the 27-minute mark of this first quarter of the grand final. Michael Allen. They hold a lot of hope for Big Michael to kick a bag today for Inverleigh. He comes around slightly, puts the hook on the boot. The supporters tell it all. The 2 fingers are up, and Inverleigh have opened their account at the 27.5 minute of this first quarter, with Michael Allen kicking the first goal for Inverleigh. They are 1 goal, 6 points, trailing North Geelong 3 goals, 4 behinds, 22 on the Inverleigh Hotel scoreboard.
Well, Graham, they've just got to get the ball up to the big man, because he's been a magnificent player over his career down at the East Belmont Footy Club and at Oberon High School, where you saw him down there a few times, Graham.
Yes, coached him to 15-year-old at the game of basketball.
That's correct.
He was a little bit trimmer in those days, Cogsy.
The Big Macs are not. They're going well out at Inverleigh, I'll tell you.
Well, he must eat very well at the Inverleigh Hotel on a regular basis. Great Sunday meal out there if you want to go a drive out along the Hamilton Highway. The ball back in the centre. We're at the 28-minute mark. If the timekeeper's forgotten the siren, Cogsy.
Well,
the ball up in the centre. The big man up for the grab. A good knockout coming from North Geelong. It was Toby Ryan on the ball, not getting a clear end. He followed through brilliantly to Dylan Morton, taking the ball down in the forward pocket. Where's Ferguson? Where's Ryan? There he is. Big Toby Ryan swinging onto the ball now, takes a missed the air. And the umpire is going to pay a free kick for whatever to Inverleigh.
Dropping the ball.
Maybe dropping the ball, because it was a fresh air kick at that stage as he was swung around. Inverleigh in defence, playing that eastern side of the ground very, very tightly. Looking down the field, somewhere in attack. Right in front of the wing. Good grab from Inverleigh in Dylan Morton. Morton drives it around that outer side wing, and the ball is taken over the boundary line at the 29-minute. You sure we're playing 20-minute quarters plus time on?
PTO, that's right, Graham.
Well, we've had 9 minutes of time on. Incredible.
We've had a few shots at goal down the school end there.
Very unusual to have nearly a half-hour first quarter in reserves grade football. The ball being crumbled around by the players. Inverleigh getting the break out through Morton. Morton swinging around, drives the ball into the true centre half forward position. Up goes Tonya, and big Michael was coming through like a Bondi tram. But there's the siren. There's the siren. So at the 29 3/4 minute mark of the first quarter, that's a long quarter. But the Inverleigh Hotel scoreboard tells us that North Geelong are 3-4-22, leading Inverleigh one straight goal, 6 points. That one solitary goal was kicked by Michael Allen at about the 27.5 minute mark of the first quarter, whilst goal kickers for North Geelong, Daniel Andrews, Premier Andrews, has kicked a brilliant goal from the forward pocket. Kane Schwennerson, the goal kicking machine from North Geelong, has also kicked one, and Toby Ryan, number 7, has also kicked one for North Geelong. And I think those three players, plus I think Andrew Ferguson, has certainly been a standout of good players. Scott McKnight, their captain, North Geelong-wise, has been showing the way for Inverleigh. Rob McHenry has played a very good game so far. Has done a lot with the ball when he's been able to. And Mitchell Lister, when he's been on the ground, has had a real presence as well. Your thoughts on the first quarter, Ryan Coghlan?
Yeah, I think North Geelong, full credit, they dominated that first quarter, especially through the efforts of Ferguson. So, yeah, looking forward to a great second quarter, Graham.
Remembering Inverleigh finished second on the ladder, 15 wins, 3 losses. North Geelong finished 5th with 14 wins and 4 losses. They played each other twice in the home and away series, and in that home and away series in round 3, North Geelong won by 53 points, and in round 15, the reverse game, it was Inverleigh who won by 49 points. So they come into the game today very well placed. We go to the second quarter, brought to us by the Yards Hotel here in the Buckley's Reserve Grade Grand Final 2016 between North Geelong and Inverleigh.